packed house, nice and cozy.
Coach, we'll start with the opening statement on this, though, and we'll ask some questions.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a battle tonight. Physical game, both sides. Between the two of us, there's 42 fouls called. So, but I am proud of our girls. Winthrop went on a little bit of a run, especially in that third quarter, getting to the free throw line, but we were able to weather the storm. And obviously, Macy was big again for us. Brecken too. 5 of 8 from the free throw line or from the field is quite impressive. But these two definitely played a lot of minutes tonight, especially without Aaliyah out there. So fortunate to get out of here with a win and continue on to the next one.
Questions?
You talked about Aaliyah not being there. Could you touch a little bit on why she wasn't dressed out tonight?
Yeah, she got hurt in our Radford game, and she tried a little bit against Longwood, and she could hardly move. So we're letting her rest, and I think we may have her back for the next one, but it's more of just where she feels that she's at a point that she can be effective. She's feeling much better though.
Sure. Go, Nick. Though.
Speak on your depth tonight, like your front court depth, right? Sky got big minutes tonight. She played extremely well as a freshman. Peyton played extremely well. Anna, just speak on that front court and that depth, which is obviously an advantage because Winthrop had 7 players in the court. Just speak on that depth for you all.
Yeah, I mean, Sky was excellent with her minutes. Came in, we were in foul trouble. And she's a capable defender, and her length causes problems. And came into a big moment, and she was excellent. She made it tough to score on. She had 8 rebounds in the 14 minutes. They only got 6 offensive rebounds tonight, and that's something that they like to do. So she was excellent. She came in and did a lot of good things, and lucky for her, she earned some more of my trust. So good for her.
Yeah, how about not having Collins and the foul trouble, did that affect what you did?
Yeah, it stressed me out. No, yeah, definitely. And just we got a quick turnaround with the next game, and these two are playing a lot of minutes. We had 3 people play over like 33 minutes, so that's a lot. But yeah, they stepped up. We didn't have a lot of depth in that position. Dom played a lot of minutes. Macy played, and Brecken, they all 3 played a lot of minutes. And, they were smart with it, didn't get into foul trouble, and also very effective. So they were great. Not like I was yelling out there.
So you've never lost to Winthrop, obviously, since you became head coach at home at least.
You better knock on wood. I'll play him again.
Can you talk about the home court advantage you have, fans who are happy?
Yeah, our fans they're great, and honestly, I've looked in the stands, and I think we're getting more and more at each game, and I was like, hey, this is a pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night. So hopefully they like what they're seeing, and it's an exciting product, but it's definitely an advantage having more butts in the seats.
Macy, 3-pointers weren't quite going in, but you still found a way to really put your fingerprints on this game. Can you kind of talk me through your adaptability to this game?
Yeah, I think most teams know that what I want to do first is shoot, so they're playing me tight. They face guarded me a little bit today, but no biggie, They're pressuring me. I know I can drive. I know I can get to my pull-up. If they foul me, I know I can make free throws. And my teammates are always looking for me. So, yeah, it's really them.
You got fouled 10 times.
I got fouled 10 times?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shoot.
Coach, I know we have to be a little delicate as we talk about this because of conference rules, but looked like you had several family meetings with the officials tonight.
Yeah, we're tight. Me and Alex, we go way back. Yeah.
Could you describe sort of the nature of what the discussions were about?
I would say the majority of it is just being consistent with the physicality and the contact that's being called at on both sides of it. That was the majority of what I'm trying to say over there.
In the back.
Coach, you had a lot with the foul trouble that your team had. What did you tell them in the huddle?
Be disciplined on defense. Stop fouling. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned that once Dom Neslin really stepped up with her as well as Brecken stepped up with Aaliyah Collins out tonight. Just really speak on Dom's performance tonight.
Yeah, again, Dom's playing a ton of minutes. Defensively, she did a great job. She was one that was pretty disciplined, hand in the shot pocket, not really letting people score how they wanted, but at times that we really needed it, she was the one getting to the basket and either getting to the free throw line or, putting pressure on the defense. So she was huge in that regards of let's stop settling for outside shots and let's get to the rim. And especially in the second half, she did that quite a few times for us.
One of the big reasons why Winthrop was able to have the contest that they were this evening with you guys was because of the turnovers. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys were able to stop the turnovers later in the game?
Yeah, part of it I think was a little bit of fatigue. They take away something that we want to make the pass, and then turnovers sort of happen. But honestly, 19 turnovers is way too many. A little bit of that is missing a point guard with Collins out, with Aaliyah out. That does, that affects the game and how we play. So we have to be better. We have to be more solid with the ball. And then I think like 3 or 4 of them were offensive fouls too. So, we just have to be better.
A few more questions.
So obviously for Macy, another reason that Winthrop was able to keep up was because of Porter and her scoring abilities. Did you ever feel any sort of pressure from her trying to keep up with you? Because it kind of seemed like a lot of back and forth between the two of you. Did you ever feel any pressure from her?
No. I think that we definitely need to dial into our personnel. We talked about this after the game. We let her go right a lot. We fouled her going right. We fouled her going left. It's just we really need to dial in on personnel as a team and take away what they want to do.
Jump for shot fakes.
Yeah.
Brecken, how has your role changed this season for the team since there's been injuries with Lexi Fleming and you being a starter now? How has that changed for you?
Yeah, it definitely has changed a bit, coming off the bench, being that spark, and then now coming into the starting role. It's just been, first of all, it's been a great opportunity. It's a long season, and there's always injuries, and the next man up has to just be ready. And I think that, just getting extra reps in the gym and watching film has really helped me be comfortable in that starting spot. But yeah.
2 more questions. Yeah, Nick.
Macy, last 6 games, just 20-plus points in the last 6 games. Just speak on this season for you, and especially these last couple games for you, what they meant for you, and just this run overall.
Yeah, this season has been amazing for me. Coach, my teammates, they've all put confidence in me. They trust me with the ball. I think it's really just about my teammates finding me and me making plays when people try to take things away. At the end of the day, they're not going to be able to take everything away. They're trying to face guard me when my teammates drive. It's just a wide open layup. So it's really great for everyone.
Yeah, going off what Nick said, but Coach, Macy's been such an impactful player for you guys. How has she kind of changed the course for this season and continuing on? She scored a lot of points, but I think what's made Macy so effective is she's not doing it in a way that you think she's a ball hog and she's not passing. She takes her opportunity when it's hers, and we talk a lot about passing up a good shot for a great shot, and if the great shot is for her teammates, she's finding her teammates. She's been one of our better passers. She comes off ball screens, even Vay, most of Vay's points this year, I would bet, are assisted by Macy. So, she's been effective in that sense that she shot it well. She's been able to get to the basket, but she's also been a very willing passer. And so, she's affected the game offensively that way. But defensively, the strides that she's made on the defensive side of things from the beginning of the season is pretty remarkable. She's become much more disciplined. She's locking into the scout. And she's guarding a lot of the other team's best players. And, if I say I want to down a ball screen, she's downing a ball screen. If I want to go over something, she's going over. So, obviously, she's making a big impact on offense. But, defensively, I think I've seen the biggest step up in her game.
Any final questions?
Anything you guys concentrated on defensively in the second half? They shot. Only 9 of 27.
We were supposed to not foul, but you saw how that went over. No, I mean, a big thing is we knew they would take some tough shots, and we worked a lot on, defending the pull-up, and that's one thing about pull-ups. They're tough shots, and so what we focused on was not giving them second chance opportunities and limiting them to 6 offensive rebounds did that for us. So, they'll take a tough 2. If you give up the offensive rebound now, that shot's usually over 60%. So I would say just the shooting percentage was due to the fact that we didn't give up second chance points.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank
Yep,
you.
Thank you. Greer, good seeing you.
Nice seeing you.